Guys, so this is Tony. So today I want to talk about Miko. So yeah, lately people are saying Miko is not a good character. She is bad, and although I've been making lots of video about her lately and showing her crazy damage, but I need to admit she is a character not as good as what we thought, because she does have some problem. I'm not saying she is bad. She is probably like in a T1 to T 1.5 tier, but definitely not a T0 tier characters. So what makes it her not as good as what we thought? So I think there are several problems that that is really serious. So first, her artifacts. So even in the trials, MiHoYo give her 2+2, and we all know that like other 5-star characters, they had their own artifact sets. For example, Raiden got her crazy artifact set. Yoimiya got a crazy artifact set. Yura got her crazy artifact set, but she does not have a good artifact set that can really buff her. So this is the first problem, and this is like the direct consequences. The direct consequences that makes her not as good as what we thought. And here are the second problems. Her second problem is her constellation. Similar to Raiden, like if we really want to, like our constellation actually increases, like unlocking these constellation increases her power by a lot. However, like, if you're playing Raiden, you only want like unlocking the third constellation basically unleash her full power, but like, she need to, yeah, her constellation needs to be unlocked to a C6, because C6 basically is saying increase her E damage by 44%, and this is super crazy. So basically her power are split into the constellation, and C6 are super expensive, and this leads to another problem. C6 Miko's problem. Like, so what is the point of having a C6 Miko if you can C6 a character? Because like Miko, her damage, she deals damage over a long period of time due to her mechanic. And if I have a Raiden, I have a Eula, I can deal higher damage in a shorter period of time. So what's the point of having her? Because in Genshin, a C6 R5 character can basically one-shot everything, especially for those first character. And this really makes Miko not as good as other character if we compare them in videos. So even if she can do a higher damage over a longer period of time, but other character can one-shot those bosses. So what's the point of having her? Yeah, do you guys get it? And thirdly, her problem is her mechanic. His mechanic is actually really dumb, I need to say. So especially this talents. So this is my thought toward her. So first, let me explain how this works. So every point of EM increase her E damage by 0.15. So every 100 EM increase it by 15%. This doesn't mean like increase the damage overall by 15%. It means like increases scaling by 15%. So for example, if I have 100 EM, this number will increase from 151 to 166, and here is graph. So at level, this is level 8. So for example, if I have 100 EM, her damage will increase from 151 to 166, and that's about a 10% increase overall. So this sounds pretty sweet, right? A 10% increase with like you only need 100 EM. However, at low constellation, Miko's Q deals higher damage than her E. So what's the point of building EM if her elemental burst can deal a lot of damage, right? Because EM doesn't build her elemental burst; it only buffs her elemental skill. So I think it's rather better to build attack than EM at low constellation. So this is the first problem, and people might think, oh, then we should buff her, we should build EM on her on high constellation, but this actually doesn't make sense as well, because even though Miko high constellation she relies on her E. Her E can do a crazy amount of damage, but here's the problem. At higher level, at a higher constellation, the skilling for E will increase due to on her C2 and C3, I guess. Yeah, so due to her C2 and C3, the constellation will increase. I mean, the scaling will increase. So originally, like this scaling is 151, and this it will increase to 225 in the same circumstances, just unlocking free C3. And 225 plus 15 is 240%, and this only brings a 60.6% increase overall if you build 100 EM. And this makes EM seems weak, and this makes EM weaker than attack in this circumstances. So this is actually a really ironic talent, to be honest. And I don't know how they designed this, but this is just really dumb. So this is something I figure out, and I think this is really dumb. So this is like the free problem with Miko. Fourth, and I need to say, like, if you want to build her really well, your team needs to be really well. You need to have like basically a C6 R5 for your whole team, because she is kind of unique. EM increases her damage, and C2, and basically like there are lots of EM buff you can get from C2, from pay to win content. For example, a C2 Kazuha, or like or this weapon. Yeah, so these are just like free EM you can get if you pay to win, and this makes Miko more expensive than other characters because she relies on those buffer more. So basically, these are the problem with Miko. I really think like she is not bad, but she is definitely not as good as what people think. So yeah, and this is a totally skippable character, but she looks really nice, so you can get one because she just looks really nice. See you guys next time. Bye.